Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
And good evening and welcome into the Hive here at Perham High School. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready to go for girls basketball action. It's the Perham Yellowjackets and the Detroit Lakes Lakers non-conference action here tonight from the Hive, and it should be a fun one, Lance.
Yeah, it's how that Highway 10 rivalry is always fun. Again, we can just lay it out on the table right away. It's a young Lakers team who's coming in here. They're finding their way. Super good coaching staff. Coach Flint has been around many programs and has turned a lot of programs around. I think he'd be the first one to tell you they may be a couple years away from being where he wants them to be. But that's being said, it's high school sports and you just never know. But I think you're going right into the eye of the storm if you're coming to play the Yellowjackets right now, Jason. I was really surprised kind of watching the game at Breckenridge, a really, really good Breckenridge team. They jumped out on the Yellowjackets right away, and I believe it was a 27-3 run after that. And that's just how potent these Yellowjacket ladies are, and their confidence is at an all-time high. It's a rough time to walk into the Hive to play them.
Indeed it is. Last year, the Yellowjackets rolled. I shouldn't say rolled. It was a slugfest. They ended up winning 50-35, pulled away late against this Lakers squad. The Lakers come in tonight 3-7 overall, 3-3 in the Central Lakes Conference. The Yellowjackets 13-2 and 6-2 overall on the schedule. We have a full pregame show lined up for you here tonight. We'll talk about the keys to the game, the team matchups, and much more. That's all coming up here on the pregame show here on the 549 Media Network. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with more from the Hive.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank.
Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Beast sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellowjackets are my team and United Community Bank is my bank.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota, a great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here. If you'd like to find your inner otter in Perham, visit ottertaillakescountry.com.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
And welcome back into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in here. The 549 Media Network. The Yellowjackets, again, as Lance talked about a little bit, coming off a nice victory where they knocked off Breckenridge 70-55. And Lance, in that game, the Yellowjackets had it going from outside. Shot 56% from deep. Were 14 of 25 from the three-point line. And also then you go inside. They had a nice night as well from a couple of their perimeter players in that victory.
Yeah, that was a complete game. It was so, and you look at all the things that happened, and there were still points left on the table for the Yellowjackets. They missed some layups. They had some points to do that. But again, I'm so impressed right now that a lot of moving pieces to start this year to kind of figure out who is going to play where and what together, and it's kind of like they all came out on the floor. Coach Super waved his magic wand, and it all came out to be a success. And each game, you just watch them grow more and more. So, super fun year to cover and follow these Yellowjackets.
Well, in that game on Tuesday night, they started out in a 9-0 hole, then went on a pair of big runs and just took control of that game and really kind of decimated Breckenridge in a huge game there. And now if you're the Yellowjacks, this is one of those that you don't want to say a trap, but it could be a trap game. You don't want to look too far ahead as you got a big game in a week and a half with Pelican Rapids. You take a look at the schedule, they have some good opponents coming up as well.
Well, and you think that's one of the losses and you're going to circle that one. Obviously, I've just seen the mentality out of these ladies, and I've been counted wrong time and time again. But I think they go one game at a time, and like him or don't like him, PJ Flex kind of coined the we're 0-0 as of tonight, and we're trying to win this one. And I think the Yellowjackets have kind of done that. And I go back to over and over, I just really believe that Kaya Anderson is one of those great leaders that kind of keeps these ladies grounded and sets their eyes on the prize, and the prize is to continue to win. We talked a little bit about DL, and you can look at their record and you can say they're young, and they play in a really tough conference, and they play some really big schools and some hard places to play, so they're not going to come in here gun shy by any reason. And Coach Flint is one of the top coaches around the area, so they're going to come out being ready. I just don't know who can break the pressure of these Yellowjackets for a whole game.
We'll take a quick break, come back, team comparison and much more here live from the Hive of the 549 Media Network.
Hey, it's Tucker again, did you know? DOT Insurance Agency.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry, but the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials, it's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
It's Giving Hearts Day, and the Perham area is coming together to support local kids in a big way. Help raise $120,000 in just 24 hours for the Boys and Girls Club and Empowering Kids of Perham. Join us on Thursday, February 12th from 11 to 1 at the Boys and Girls Club for Spuds for Love, a baked potato bar prepared by Spanky Stonehearth. It's a free will offering. Dine in or take it to go. You can also give early by rounding up at participating businesses or donate online at givinghearts.org. Let's show our love this Giving Hearts Day.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
At Joe Foltz Construction, quality and integrity aren't just words, they're our commitment. Since 2004, our owner-operator-led team of skilled craftsmen has brought dream homes, commercial spaces, and major remodels to life across Lakes Country. We guide you through every step, from custom design and accurate estimates to construction and a 10-year warranty that shows we build for life. Your vision is our blueprint. Joe Foltz Construction, craftsmanship you can trust. Visit us in Perham or online at joelfoltzconstruction.com.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives. The cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
Well, welcome back into the beautiful Hive here for girls basketball non-conference action between the Yellowjackets and the Lakers here at the Hive, where it should be a fun one between these two rivals just up the road by about 25 miles here at the Hive. And we thank you for tuning in, and also like to thank all our sponsors. Also want to give a great shout out to Perham Health for their great care, as I've been a visitor of late, and I have to thank them for helping out with my voice and getting me back on the air full strength.
Not more than I want to thank them, because I don't think people want to hear me do play-by-play. So I'm glad you're back on the mend here, Jason. We're ready to go, and this is going to be – it's always interesting. And again, I think the Yellowjackets, just to kind of reiterate what I was going before we went to break, just to find teams that are able to withstand the pressure for the full game. I haven't seen it so much this year, just in the two losses. And so that's going to be the big task at hand for these Lakers, is how do you slow this game down so you can break the pressure, you can get yourself into your offensive set.
Take a look at these two teams. The Yellowjackets 13-2, averaging 71.7 points per game, allowing 49.3. DL on the other side, you talked about head coach Rob Flint's going to have a good game plan. They like to slow it down a little bit. 52.9 points per game, 56.6 that they allow. And the differential, of course, is in favor of the Yellowjackets at 22.4 overall, while the Lakers at 3.7 on the deficit side. I just think for the Lakers to have success tonight, they need to slow it down, play their style. And you know the Yellowjackets got to push tempo as much as they possibly can. Turnovers going to be the key either way.
And I don't think it's offensive tempo that DL has to worry about. I think it's Yellowjackets' defensive tempo. That sets the whole stage for them. And again, it's that fast break starts off of that defense, and it starts off full court pressure. I haven't watched DL enough to know if they've got the guard play that can handle it. I've yet to see a team try to pass over the top of it. So you wonder if you'll see that at some point where it's less dribble drive, dribble attack on that, and more over the top. It's going to be interesting, and that's the cat and mouse game we're going to be playing tonight. But Coach Super, his staff, these ladies, they're going to come out with full court pressure. They're going to try to jump on this game right away, get a good, solid lead, and then just try to take over.
Tonight, I'd also like to let you know it is 2 streams tonight. After this girls' game is done, we're going to fire up the boys' basketball stream on a separate stream, since it is 2 different schools coming to the Hive tonight. That'll allow fans, if they want to go back and watch, they can watch the game they're directly looking for. So we're going to go that route tonight.
Yeah, and the second game, I think, is going to be one of those. I'm curious on that one to see Pequot Lakes come in, and I usually think I'm kind of enamored by the Yellowjackets' height. I don't think we've seen anything yet as the song goes. As Pequot Lakes, you look at that roster up and down, and it's 6'3" to 6. I'll go 8 instead of 7, and they're going to bring that pressure on the Yellowjackets, and the Yellowjackets are going to have to find a way to keep Cade Razor going, because he's been the spark right now. But for these ladies, I think getting off to a good start, setting their own tempo, getting their shots to fall right away makes things a whole lot easier. And if you're Coach Flint, I think you're going to try to do the opposite. Drain that clock, get down, get a good shot at the last few seconds, make the Yellowjackets play defense for that whole shot clock possession. They really haven't had to do that so far this year, Jason.
We'll take a break. Pre-game show will roll on. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups brought to you by New Horizons Realty right here on the 549 Media Network.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back into the Hive. We're moments away from the start of tonight's contest between the Yellowjackets and the Lakers. Both teams finishing up warm-ups quickly before we take a break. Lance, and get ready for the starting lineups. What are some last-second thoughts as we get ready for tonight's game?
Well, always interesting when these two teams come together, and you never know what you're going to get. I just think right now advantage Yellow Jackets, not only just because of record, but because of confidence. And I'm interested to see what Detroit Lakes can do to stymie these Yellow Jackets a little bit, maybe slow them down and get their offense going tonight. So it should be a fun one. It always is once the ball gets thrown up here at the Hive.
We'll send it to a commercial break. Come back. We'll be courtside with the starting lineups in just a few moments here on the 549 Media Network. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer, every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back to the Hive. We'll send it courtside with our public address announcer, Trevor Seaman.
Lakers, a freshman number 2, Sophia Karlgaard, a senior number 3, Kylie Okeson, a junior number 4, JC Slipper, a senior number 10, Addison Spalla, a junior number 35, Ava Smith. Lakers are coached by assistant coaches Luke Karlgaard, Chris Swenson, and Marcus Okeson, and their head coach is Rob Flint. Now for the starters for your home team, your Perham Yellowjackets. A 5'3" sophomore, number 11, Sophie Nelson. Standing at 6 feet tall, a sophomore, number 12, Lauren Jurdy. At 5'5", a sophomore, number 15, Reagan Hemberger. A 5'9", junior, number 30, Addie Drager. And at 5'11", a senior, number 5, Kaya Anderson. Yellow Jackets are coached by assistant coaches Michelle Borman, Robbie Cockton. Your head coach is Mr. TJ Super.
I'd like to thank Trevor Seaman. A great job on our starting lineups as we get ready to go for this one here from the Hive. We should have an exciting non-conference basketball game tonight between the Yellow Jackets and the Lakers. As both teams get ready to go, Yellow Jackets still huddling at midcourt.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot in the first few minutes here, Jason, as we get this one started. Again, I think it's all going to boil down to how well can the Lakers handle the basketball against the pressure of the Jackets. If they can solve that puzzle, I think this could be a good game.
Karlgaard gets it stolen away after winning the tap. Nelson with the steal. Gets it to Anderson. She works on the short far side of the court. And now Hemberger, the 3 on its way. That's offline. And Anderson gets the loose change on the long rebound. Now they go inside Jurdy. Jurdy left hand shot, no good. Rebound eventually corralled by Okeson. Now here's Karlgaard again to bring it up. Nelson meeting her right away. Comes near side over to Slipper. Now with it, Avea Smith. Fake a 3. Now going near side to Spalla. Okeson drives. Up top is Smith. Hands it off. 3 on the way from Slipper. In and out, no good. Dreger there for the board. Now Anderson down low, Jurdy. Jurdy backs in, goes up strong, gets the bucket for 2 for her first 2 points, and the Yellow Jackets' first 2 points.
Well, in the first possession, I was going to say that's perfect for Detroit Lakes. You can't set that press up if you don't allow the basket to go in. Second time's a charm for the Jackets. I thought it was a good offensive possession by the Lakers. They got it down to 14 seconds. Looks like they're heading there again, but a tip on that pass.
Kyle Guard with it. Off the screen, hands it off near side. Looking to drive, Slipper. Tough shot. Doesn't get the roll, rebound to the floor. Hemberger comes up with the loose change. Shot inside, grabbing the ball is Okeson. And the Lakers bring it back the other way. Slipper with it looking inside Smith. Smith trying to create space, but Dreger is there.
Again, it's the problem with the Yellow Jackets. You can't put that ball down. She would have went right up for the shot. I think she would have been okay. Just too quick of hands for the Jackets.
Deep three by Anderson's no good. Nelson in there for the board. Now Hemberger will take. She'll miss off the back iron. Dreger another board. Hemberger again thinks about it, lets the defender clear. Launches again off the back iron. Yellow Jackets love that deep shot, not falling early. Back the other way are the Lakers.
Again, I guess you can look at it. You got to love the confidence, to continue firing at will. I'd like to see them try to get back into Gertie in the middle, and then her passing it outside. Travel happening here for the Lakers. And again, you see what we're talking about here. The Lakers are trying to use about every second they can on their offensive end. Jackets just making it really tough on them.
Near side, Dreger now to the corner. Here's Hemberger up top. Anderson, the three. That one's good. Kaya Anderson hits the three. The Jackets lead 5-0 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Well, somewhere in the scouting report, it has to say nowhere in the top of the key do you let Kaya Anderson shoot. When she's there, she's the most confident, and there's the pressure we're talking about. Another turnover, Lakers.
14:52 to go in our first half. Yellow Jackets lead by 5. Make sure to tune in again tonight. We'll have the boys game on a new stream. That's already scheduled. We'll have that one coming up, and then make sure tomorrow we'll talk about a little bit here tonight as the Yellow Jacket wrestling team hosting the conference championships, as that one's up and in for 2 for Lauren Jurdy. She now has 4 on the night, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 7.
And I think she needs that touch early. You might have to battle through a few missed shots, but it just puts so much pressure on the Lakers. Now you're setting that up. If they dive down, kick out, get an easy look.
Nice feed inside, unable to finish, so is Smith. Rebound to the Jackets, and now a foul as Slipper comes in and reaches in and picks up her first foul.
Well, and Slipper, I think, is someone you don't want in foul trouble if you're the Lakers. Going back the last 3 games, she's had 16, 14, 10. She's had a really nice start to the season for the Lakers. I don't think they can afford her to be the one to get in foul trouble.
Anderson, the 3. She hits from the corner. She has 6. One player you can't lose on the court. The Lakers have a couple of times. Carl Guard to the near side, head fake there. Okeson drives. Tough shot. Nelson gets the loose change. Nelson up ahead to Anderson. Anderson sees the lane, drives, gets bumped, and will take a trip to the Horseman free throw line.
And I know you and I have talked about this a lot in our time together covering these Lady Jackets, of how Sophie Nelson comes out of the midst of the tall people underneath the basket with the rebound all the time. And it's got to be just grit. That, and she must read it really well, because it's an instant fast break once she's the one getting that defensive rebound as the first free throw is just a little bit long. She's just off and running, and that sets that tempo, that pace that Coach Super wants, time in and time out throughout the night.
Foul was on Carl Guard, her first. Free throw good for Anderson. She has 7 on the night. Nora Rosenthal, Quinn Hansen, and Ashton Kunza now in for the Yellow Jackets.
Again, every made bucket just plays into the hands of the Jackets. DL just did what I thought they were going to try to do, is pass over the top of it.
Anderson extends the floor off the front iron. Long rebound goes out of bounds.
And it was there. They just got to catch the ball and then turn. Anderson with the heat check, Jason, as that one was deep, and it wasn't that far from going in itself.
Checking the layer number 33, Marion Martin.
Nice crowd in here at the Hive tonight. It's doubleheaders seem to bring in that extra crowd, and then two different teams is kind of a unique one for us tonight as well.
That one gets tossed out of bounds. We've seen some of these doubleheaders in the past, and one comes to mind of the old Hive, quadruple overtime, I believe it was, between the Yellowjackets and the Prowlers in girls basketball, followed up by a blowout boys basketball victory, and that shot is short by Hansen, but Kunza gets the long rebound. Now Rosenthal with it. Looking inside, Anderson not there. Now she'll go down to Hansen, now over to Kunza as they work around the perimeter to the Yellowjackets. Inside, Jordy. Back outside, Hansen. Rosenthal with 3 on the shot clock. Scoop, no good. Shot clock violation on the Yellowjackets.
I think the whistle was blown. Then they were going to let it play on, and probably the best of all scenarios right there is just stop it, let it go. And if you're the Yellowjackets, you love it that it stopped. Now you're back in your full court pressure.
Now with it, Slipper to Martin, cross court. It goes, a 3 from the corner, no good on the look for Sievertson. And now here's Hansen with it. Hansen in the corner, had the entry pass, does go inside now, Dirty. Dirty back out to Rosenthal, now to Kunza. Over to Anderson. Hansen with it. Back to Kunza around the perimeter. Now inside, Jordy. Jordy left hand. Can't get that to go. Rebound grab by Martin. Up ahead with the pass there is Sievertson. Lakers still looking for the first point. Scoreless in the first 6 minutes. Drive in, Okeson gets that to go.
And sometimes that's all it takes, is just to take that lid off the basket. I'd like to see Jordy not run so far across the lane when she comes. Stop when you have the person on your hip.
Too strong on the shot by Anderson, and reaching through and over the top was Aaliyah Okeson. Daps it out of bounds.
I'll follow that. When she comes across the lane, don't keep coming towards the person with the ball. Stop at your high block post. Let that person run into you. Now you've got great post position. Right now she's continuing to float through the lane. She gets out too far, then it makes it a tough shot, and she's out of rhythm of the shots that she practices. So see if they can make that adjustment.
Kunza launches and hits. Yellowjackets on a 14-2 run. Here's Karlgaard. Now with the pass near side here, Martin over to the far side. Into the corner, a 3. Offline on the shot by Slipper. Long rebound to Drager. Kunza back the other way. Now Claire Pilgrim with it. To Drager. She will take. Shot is offline. Kunza the long rebound. Drager ventures back into the far court. Comes in. Now gets the basketball. Pilgrim drives baseline, and the floater is good for Claire Pilgrim.
Nice recognition by Pilgrim there. No help side defense came from the backside, so she just continued to go, and I think the coaches saw that as well. We'll head to a timeout by the Detroit Lakes Lakers.
Yellowjackets by 14 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets in control early. Timeout called by the Lakers. They find themselves trailing 14-2.
Well, and it's kind of everything's worked for the Yellow Jackets the way we kind of dissected it to start this game. They were going to try to put pressure, score off that pressure. Tons of turnovers here so far by the Lakers off of that pressure, and it's leading to the offense for the Yellow Jackets.
Karlgaard, they trap on her, leads almost to a turnover. It eventually goes to Slipper, and now it is a turnover. Kunza gets fouled. Takes a hard spill on the floor, but pops back up. As Karlgaard picks up the foul, her second. And so far, whistle-free first half so far. With 10:28 to go on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's a tough fall for Kunza. You don't see it coming, so there's no bracing yourself and when the feet tangle up, but hopefully she's okay and just walks it off here.
All the way around the perimeter it goes. Claire Pilgrim, unique 5 on the floor for the Yellow Jackets as Nelson drives. Shot no good. Pilgrim, Drager, Rosenthal, Nelson, and Hanson, the 5 on the floor, held ball. Possession arrow to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I'm just following through with what you're saying there. Drager probably the inside presence.
And a long 2 by Pilgrim. That's now 18-2.
But again, a team that you would think is really built to pressure here, but nice throw over the top, and just as we thought, but they just can't finish it. I like the initial throw over the top to break the press. You can't turn the ball over when you've made it through there.
Pilgrim now. They swing it around. Hanson. Drager to Pilgrim. Rosenthal, kick to the corner. Comes back to her. Pilgrim with the head fake will drive. Floater in the lane short. Rebound grab by Smith. Lakers coming back the other way. Here's Okeson. Cross court, the pass goes with it to Sievertson. Yellow Jackets and Lakers, next whistle will be making some changes. Into Smith, she loses it. That will lead to Dirty, Anderson, and Hemberger coming back in.
Well, unfortunately for the Lakers, that kind of sums up how this first part of the first half has went, Jason. They've done some really good things. They just can't finish it all the way through to make that basket. And again, I know when you're working to build this program, it gets frustrating at times, but you got to stay the course. And here's a foul on the Lakers. So things are kind of combating right now for them. And a lot of these things you see happen when frustration sets in.
Spalla picks up the foul. Baseline inbound. Yellow Jackets inside. Jordy.
Yeah, nice left-handed there. Good block that time by the Lakers. Again, doesn't allow the Yellow Jackets in there. Boy, I tell you what, that's a tough call for the Lakers. It looked like a forearm cross driving into the bench. They didn't get the foul call, and it pushed her out of bounds. Back to the Yellow Jackets. Unfortunately, another turnover for the Lakers.
Nelson now over to Anderson. Anderson spins, kicks, stolen away. Stepping in front of that was Marie Siebertson. She'll get the pass. Cross half court to Okeson. Okeson drives, cut off, throws it away.
Well, and to the point, Jason, I think I'd like to see Okeson try to post up some of these Yellow Jackets. You're struggling to make that second and third pass. If you're the Lakers, maybe they'll make some adjustments here. I think they've got to get some post presence in there to relieve some of this stress off their guards.
We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
$80, 90% of this world goes to a 8 to 5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information. Welcome back to the Hive out of the timeout. Yellow Jacket basketball. They have a commanding 18-2 lead inside. Kick out Pilgrim, the three. Doesn't get the fall. Rebound tip taps around and it'll go out of bounds to Detroit Lakes.
Well, a new look there for the Yellow Jackets. Hemberger in the post. Making the dish out. And again, if you're the Lakers, that wasn't a clean rebound either. You got to build from the little things. Everybody's got to get that board, and here's going to be another turnover, but turned over back to the Yellow Jackets.
And back to the Lakers. And 10 seconds leads to another turnover.
Yeah, they're just struggling, and I could see what they're trying to do, and you hope that it works better than what it's working for them. And you got to love Coach Flint's over there cheering them on and trying to be positive, and it's tough. Gertie's tough to stop here.
Sideline entry to the post. Ends up too strong on the shot. Now Pilgrim putting pressure on and picks up the very first foul on the Perham Yellow Jackets tonight in the Hive.
Well, and I think Coach Flint had to work for that one, Jason. And I've seen that play 2 or 3 times already by the Yellow Jackets. They have good enough defense the way it is. They got to use their feet, not their arms. We've talked about that before as well. But that has to be a call because you're not going to break the press if you're getting pushed out of the spots that you want to be.
Now they get the ball in and bring it up court, stop and spin right at the timeline and bring it across. With the basketball, Sievertson, it's turned over into the post to the floor. Pilgrim. And another jump ball. Possession arrow to the Lakers.
Right, and Slipper coming back into the game, and I'm kind of wondering if they're not going to try to run a few plays for her. I know she's been someone who's been able to put the ball in the basket for them, and obviously that's been tough up to this point.
Inside, Smith pulls her way through the paint and puts that up and in. Nice move by Avea Smith. Ava Smith with that bucket. Anderson drives, lays it up, too strong. Rebound tapped around outside. Hemberger the three. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound and a bump, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll go to the Lakers.
Yeah, I think just what we talked about earlier about everybody has to rebound. You saw I think you could see in the shot the DL coaching staff telling everybody you've got to box out every possession, even if we're in zone. And here nice press break, just can't quite do it cleanly. I think if they could get the ball to the middle there, they might have a 3-on-1 opportunity, but so far have not connected on that pass.
Inbounds pass goes into the corner. Now a bounce pass stolen away. Inside the lane, Anderson with it up ahead. Dirty running. Dirty too strong, and she gets bumped as Smith sends her to the floor. Dirty to the line. Dirty to the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line. Got 4 points on the night. Yellow Jackets just 1 of 2 at the line tonight. That one does not go.
Every part of the rim, but doesn't go in. And again, maybe that's the one part that the Yellow Jackets could look at, being 1 for 3.
That one's no good as well.
And again, you see the pressure, and there's another turnover. It's just continuous pressure by the Jackets.
And Hemberger goes to the line, gets fouled. As Okeson picks up that one. Hamburger will try to take the cover off the lid at the free throw line. And does just that. Her first point of the night. Second one is good as well.
Again, it sets up that pressure, almost a travel there by Detroit Lakes.
Now just taking it to the hoop is Okeson, and she draws the foul on Jurdy. She just decided, I'm getting the ball, I'm going to the hoop, stop me if you can.
Well, I think they have that set up. It's a nice press break that the Lakers are running. For whatever reason, they're having, it comes in a little bit. They're just having trouble, let's just be honest. They're having trouble catching that basketball in the middle when there's a few hands there. If they can get that, that's what's open. Get to the basket. Now you can stop, dish it off to one of your posts and get a layup, but they haven't got there yet tonight. That was a nice set.
Anderson hits the three.
Another three by Anderson, and again, you just watch her. You can't give her any space. She's got a quick release and just doing such a nice job. There they break the press. Now you either got to do one thing, attack, or let everybody pass and set up your offense. Again, that's the Yellow Jackets not using their feet, using their hands to play defense. And again, another foul by Drager underneath the basket.
Her first, team's third. Leads to a baseline inbound for the Lakers. And they find the cutting Spalla. Now kick outside, a three. Too strong, rebound tapped around, eventually grabbed by Anderson. Here's Hamburger with it now. Stops, pops, launches, and hits. She hits the three. Leads to a timeout. The Yellow Jackets by 20 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets in control, leading 26-6. Nice 5-0 run by Reagan Hamburger. Two at the line and hitting a deep three. It's helped the Yellow Jackets extend this lead on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Lakers trying to break the pressure. They might have another 10 seconds. They actually get free. May have been a carry. But now there's going to be a foul. And you talked about it throughout the year, the hand check and the body check sometimes from the Yellow Jackets, and that was one of them there.
Well, I think you do it until you get called, and get it called repeatedly. It works to your advantage, and they're good. There it is again. There were hands on as the drive went by, no call. So if you get away with it, that's great.
Hamburger again, nice move. Moves to the left and hits from her spot. As she nails that one, she now has 8. Almost gets a steal there. Or also the point we talked about. As it goes out of bounds.
These coaches are a lot maybe calmer than I would have been. I would have been arguing for a push through the body right there. It's hard enough to break this press. Let's just be honest. The Yellow Jackets run really good pressure defense, and I'm not trying to bail out or try to get anything for anybody else other than the Yellow Jackets, but they got to be careful. If they get into a game where that hand check is called, they're going to be in trouble. There they stop the ball again with their hands.
Smith working inside, trying to create space. Brings it back outside, tough pass corralled. Now with the head fake here, Slipper. Hands it off for Martin. Martin now outside, a three from Carlgard is short. Rebound to the floor, held ball. Possession arrow to the Yellow Jackets as Ashton Kunze will come back in. That's a good sight to see for the Yellow Jacket faithful.
Yeah, after taking that hard, it wasn't on purpose. It was a behind, feet got tangled up, but man, she landed hard. You're right, Jason. That is a positive thing for the Yellow Jackets.
Anderson with it. Gets a screen from Drager. Lakers did a nice job switching, but Hemberger left alone off the side iron. It'll be interesting to see the shot chart for Reagan as Kunze launches from that same spot. That one's off the iron. To see the percentage of makes on this side or that far side on that side of the court.
Yeah, good call on that one. I wasn't even thinking about that. And again, she's had her times where when it's good, it's real good, and it's been real good, and we have another turnover. I don't want to see that stat chart, you know, and I know the Detroit Lakes coaches don't want to either.
Kunze launches. Battle for the board. Reagan Hemberger comes away with it. Anderson, and she's eventually fouled by Carlgard. That's going to be her third, I believe. And it is.
And that also is the 7th team foul, so it puts the Yellow Jackets in a bonus situation. Kaya Anderson stepping to the line. And again, you just see the rotation that Coach Super's using. It just allows them to have ladies that are able to run this trapping, pressing defense for the entire game because of the rotation.
Free throw good by Anderson at the free throw line. Brought to you by Horseman. Second free throw on its way.
That one also good by Anderson, and again right back into this pressure defense. And again, it's just too late to the middle, and great read by Kunze.
Hanson over to the right side, Anderson. Nice ball fake to open up the lane, and she finishes at the hoop. Makes it 33-6 now. Nelson almost gets a steal and said there's going to be a foul. That is on Quinn Hanson. Rosenthal back in. Elkison. And now they trap. And Drager gets it. Now to Kunze. She gets bumped and fouled. Fouls on Slipper. It's going to put Kunze to the free throw line.
Right, and it's just been kind of a nightmare for the Lakers here, being able to get through. They've tried multiple different looks. All of them had their opportunities. I think the least of the looks has been to try to dribble through. The Yellow Jackets just attack so well as that one's long rebound. Lakers, it just takes, the Yellow Jackets are just too quick. They get a double team on that dribble every time, and it's really tough for the Lakers.
Martin drives, dishes to the outside. Thinking about it for a second with Sievertson. Comes all the way around the perimeter to the near side. Now a nice slip shot, though no good by Martin. Yellow Jackets the board. They'll come back with Drager. Little hook pass that ends up going to the hands of Hanson. Out of the right side, here's Anderson. She dissects, drives, brings it back to Hanson. Now Kunze, back to Anderson. She will fire and hit.
Quick release by Anderson, number one. Great dribble drive by Kunze. It's almost what Anderson does for a lot of the other Lady Jackets by coming in, finding that seam, drawing a double team, and then kicking to the open player. Kunza did it that time. Anderson got to be the recipient. So nice to see. I think we're going to see a lot of these same type of characteristics come through after Kaya Anderson's gone, because these ladies have watched her play so much.
Okeson now. Anderson comes out as they double. The switch goes, and it's turned over with 2:04 and counting to go in the first half. Anderson with it. Now they're to Rosenthal. Passes up the shot, will drive. Short on the shot. She was going to the free throw line, though.
Yeah, and that's a nice play. Rosenthal did have Anderson to dump it off to. I don't think she saw her, but a nice take, and the Yellow Jackets are definitely working on that dribble drive to the middle, and then looking for either the basket or looking for a teammate like we saw on that last possession, as that free throw by Rosenthal is good.
And she goes 2 of 2 at the line. 38-6, Yellow Jackets in the first half. And if you're looking for the boys basketball game, it'll start roughly around 7:30-ish. That'll be on a new stream against Pequot Lakes. That's coming up in a little bit. And wrestling is in action tonight. United North Central in Monaga. That should be a fun one. We'll have Lance keeping you up to date on that one throughout tonight as much as we can, as they prime for tomorrow's Heart of Lakes Conference Championships. Live from the Hive, we'll have 2 streams going tomorrow for that one. Floater up, no good. Hanson the rebound. Now a nice steal, left hand layup is good there for Slipper inside.
Boy, that has to feel good for the Lakers just to turn about a little bit there on the Yellow Jackets. There's Anderson with a good dish.
And Pilgrim the finish. As Pilgrim finishes the dish from Anderson to extend the lead to 41-8. Rosenthal putting the pressure on, pass off the hands of Slipper and out of bounds. The Lakers tonight have ran into a buzzsaw. With 1 minute to go, the Yellow Jackets make a change to bring in Reagan Hemberger.
Oh, we talked about that early on in the pregame show, Jason, that if they aren't able to handle the basketball, this could get ugly, and that's kind of what's happened here.
Three-pointer by Hanson, no good. Rebound grab by Spalla. Lakers will bring it up court. Shot clock, game clock at about 10-second differential. Anderson almost gets a steal. She gets a deflection and goes out of bounds.
And that's the confidence you see out of the Yellow Jackets as well. I'll give a lot of credit to the Yellow Jackets. They're reading the passes really well, and I think it has to stem a little from that 27-3 run against Breckenridge, a really good team, almost to the point where you start to feel invincible and you can do things, and there's another cross-court pass that gets stolen, and Yellow Jackets are primed for the last shot or multiple shots.
There ain't no settling for that last shot with 20 on the game clock. As Hemberger misses that 3, now Anderson slows it down. Drives, head fakes, knifes through, does not get the roll, and that will do it for the first half. Yellow Jackets in control as they lead this one 41-8. We'll take an extended break and come back here on the 549 Media Network.
Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Vergas, or Detroit Lakes today. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Welcome back to the Hive. It's all Yellow Jackets. On this one, I'm just growth with Lance Rock leading the way for the Yellow Jackets in that first half. Connie Anderson with 17 points, and she's shown that it's not just her scoring tonight. Her driving and dishing has helped also get several of her teammates open for some good looks as well.
Yeah, she's just a complete player, and I think that leads all the way down to even her leadership skills. And you watch the Yellow Jackets, some of these younger players that are now playing varsity level are trying to emulate and do some of the same things that Kyer has done and is doing. And that dribble drive kick, she's made that famous. I like when she comes off of that high screen, she can set her feet square up and it's gone in lightning fast time, and it's so hard to defend. And if you do jump out to defend it, if the screener slips it, you got a layup going in. So it really puts some ultimate pressure on the opposing teams. And speaking of ultimate pressure, the Yellow Jackets are just forcing turnovers left and right. And it's got to be the one thing that is being talked about amongst others in the Laker locker room is how are we going to get the ball through the pressure. You might not see it so much in the second half as the lead has ballooned now. But a really nice half by the Yellow Jackets. We talked about them being confident. They're playing like it.
Indeed they are, as they have the big lead here in the opening half right now on these Lakers. Is right now, like you said, Lance, the future of the Yellow Jackets showcasing on the courts. And speaking of big events coming up in the future, Lance, we got one coming up here, Giving Hearts Day for empowering kids in the Boys and Girls Club of Perham area, and a big event coming up in just under a month at the Boys and Girls Club, and one that I know I'm looking forward to, Spuds for Love, a baked potato lunch. Free will donation. It's from 11 to 1. Dine in or take to go. It's outstanding. I had it last year. I'll donate part of that. It was so good. The baked potato bar put on by Spanky Stonehearth, that again, the money for that event goes to the Boys and Girls Club of the Perham area and empowering kids.
Well, a great event, a great cause. It's a win-win situation, and I know last year was an extreme success, and they're looking to duplicate that again this year, and it all goes back into local, Jason, and it is such a cool event, and what these people are doing and have done in the past, it's such a worthy cause. So it was great to do a couple ads that you're going to see through until that comes up. Just a great event, and we encourage you to step out and do that if you haven't in the past.
We'll have some more details coming up here as we'll take a break on the 549 Media Network.
This Giving Hearts Day, your generosity helps open doors for kids right here in our community. In just 24 hours, we're working to raise $120,000 for the Boys and Girls Club and empowering kids of Perham, supporting safe spaces, strong mentors, and brighter futures. You can stop by the Boys and Girls Club on Thursday, February 12th from 11 to 1 for Spuds for Love, prepared by Spanky Stoneheart. It's a free will offering. Dine in or take it to go, and every dollar stays local. Give from the heart this Giving Hearts Day.
You have big ideas, and we know your local business is the backbone of our community. Your next big idea deserves local support from friends and neighbors. United Community Bank is here to support and grow local ideas with local businesses. Let's build something together this year and thrive and next. Big ideas deserve local lenders, and when you bank locally, community is the whole point. United Community Bank, your local business community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent. UCBankMN.com, member FDIC, NMLS number 421829.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Welcome back into the Hive, and you want to talk about a construction piece going to work right now. It's the Yellowjackets and the work of TJ Super just building blocks of this program and continuing to build it up. And here it goes as they're looking for another win tonight, leading 41-8 as they are ranked 7th in AA and about to improve to 14-2.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting phenomena that we talked about. You lose a game and you go up in the standings. And both Dilworth, Glen, and Felton came out of nowhere to to kind of catapult in. The Proctor team that the Yellow Jackets defeated here, they slipped out of the top 10, so tough round for them, and interesting times right here if you're the Yellow Jackets. I would guess you're going to see about 2-3 minutes of the starters. If this lead stays, you're going to see bench depth come to play, and I think that's crucial for this time of the year. Is you just never know. You never know with injury. You never know with sickness. And so for the Yellow Jackets, as many ladies as you can get comfortable on the floor, it's a win.
Well, after that ball tip-taps around, it ends up back in the hand of the Lakers. They'll take a corner three, miss everything. Jordy gets the rebound and throws it out of bounds.
And again, we've talked about that too. Sometimes it's really hard to regather yourself in the locker room when you have this big a lead, to try to get them refocused to come out with that same intensity they had to start the game is tough to replicate. So let's see if the Yellow Jackets get going here early.
Nice feed and finish off the inbounds play for Ava Smith to make it 41-10. Again, the boys' game will be on a separate stream following this one as Anderson drives, dishes, and Dirty unable to finish, and Smith gets the rebound.
Wow, that was everything we talked about Kaya Anderson on display right there. Great crossover dribble, jump step into the lane, see your teammate. Can't ask for more than that.
Lakers with the basketball. Carl Guard tries contact, nothing there. Now comes back out to Carl Guard. Spin, shot clock at 6 in the lane, and it's turned over. Back come Anderson and the Yellow Jackets. And Nelson just pulls over her defender and puts that up and in for her first 2 points.
And not just a defender, a 6-foot defender. She didn't even hesitate going to the basket. That's what you have to love about Sophie Nelson's game.
Driving Carl Guard, and she answers. And then the thing about Nelson's game, she's shown throughout the year the ability to score, but that's not her primary thing. And there's a three-pointer for Reagan Hemberger. Gives her 11 points on the night, makes it 46-12.
Right, and Sophie's one of those selfless players who this is what she does best, is just pester the top part of this defense and make it real tough for you to get into your offensive set. And her scoring's bonus, but don't let it fool you. She can knock down the three and get to the basket as she just showed you.
She's coming off an 11-point performance. Nice drive, dish for Hemberger's three off the back iron. And a rebound to the Lakers. They'll come back the other way. A couple of nice assists that have been given out that unfortunately don't go in the scorebook because the finishes were not there. Smith works her way through. Tough shot there. Yellow Jackets on this whistle will make a change. And 5 apples on a table means the chair is winning.
You might have to explain that one further to me, but if the change is that's 5 in and 5 out, that's what's happening here. And we kind of said that, and you look, it's about that 3 minutes on the clock, and we got 5 fresh players here for the Yellow Jackets, and that isn't unfamiliar for Coach Super. He has a really good rotation. I think he figures he can go about 10 deep, and that just allows him to play the style of play that he wants to play. Foul on the Yellow Jackets right there.
Peyton Christensen picks up her first, joined on the floor by Kunza, Reed, Olivia Reed, Nora Rosenthal, and Quinn Hansen. And Christensen almost gets that one out of her hands, goes out of bounds. 15:05 to go. It's a 34-point game for those of you thinking at home about some stuff that might happen. That comes at 9 minutes if a team is up by 35 or more. Smith works, blocked shot by Christensen. Now Reed, as the Lakers come back, she hands it off to Rosenthal. Rosenthal's fouled by Smith inside.
Yeah, it's an interesting group as we see the Yellow Jackets out there. I think you're going to watch Kunza kind of take this over a little bit. She's done a really nice job in her time at point guard, being able to get that dribble drive kick going, and she can shoot the three. It's going to be the other pieces kind of figuring out where they're going, and that's the good about what's going to happen right here. And if you're the Lakers, you just got to keep playing hard and hope some things go your way as those free throws are rimming and out.
All the way around, Kunza drives off the glass, good. The Yellow Jackets continue their lead. Now with it, Sievertson cross court for Hochgraber. And that's stolen away. Rosenthal to Hansen. Over to Kunza. She'll drive in, left-hand floater. Ooh, that one a little high off the backboard.
Yeah, I think she got hung up again. It's what I've seen from both the boys and the girls team a little bit this year, Jason, is trying to get too close, drive too deep into the basket, where if you stop a little bit, a step or so inside that three-point line, you're going to get a good shot.
Hansen lays it up and in. Her first 2 points. The Yellow Jackets extend the lead.
One thing it's nice to see if you're Coach Super and his staff, that same defensive pressure is into this next group here, and they're doing a really good job of creating turnovers.
The Lakers come back. Look inside, turned over. Reed with it. Drive in, Rosenthal. Tough shot. Rebound to the Lakers.
Well, let's see if Reed can make 3 for 3 on steals here in the backcourt, as she's been kind of all over the place here on this group of ladies that are out there.
There's another steal to the floor, tied up, held ball. Possession arrow to the Jackets. 12:47 to go. Yellow Jackets in control. Wholesale changes for the Lakers, and now the Yellow Jackets will go 5 aside as well. Stay tuned to our post-game show brought to you by KLM Family Brands. We'll name our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game. We'll also have our discussion on the post-game about this contest and set you up for a few of the events ahead. Nelson drives, dishes to Anderson. Anderson in the lane, jump stops. Shot clock to 6. Here's Nelson going to work. Ball fake outside. Drager the look. Beats the buzzer and hits the 3. As Drager gets that to go, and it's now 53-12.
Well, and probably their least effective set possession of the night. They still pull off a three-point basket, and that's kind of the way the night is gone for the Yellow Jackets. And then another turnover. Great look by Anderson. Gertie in the middle again, and she's just kind of unstoppable when she gets set up in the right and on top of that block. She's really tough to stop.
Inside, outside, now a 3 on its way. Line drive dart for Marion Martin. Yellow Jackets back the other way. Hamburger a 3 off the back iron. Save, but Hamburger is there to get to it. Anderson, the corner 3 is good.
Yeah, we talked about she doesn't need much of an opening, and I think we're going to get a
timeout, and we'll take it with them. Yellow Jackets in control. Picture this. Brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today. Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets in control, 58-15 after the corner three from Kaya Anderson. So Jackets lead by 43.
Well, and Jason, you brought up an interesting conversation piece, and I might have to ask some really smart people that I work with tomorrow if that's true, that a timeout can be honored. And I would guess if the opposite team wants this, they want the 30-second timeout, it's a 30-second timeout. If they agree to the substitution, you just keep going. That's something I haven't thought about.
Okeson hits that one. I witnessed it during the Crossover Classic, the event that brought a lot of the Premier States programs to the Hive. And in that game, it was about a 20-point game, and they were trying to do a substitutions. A three-pointer by Hansen's good. We got an injury on the floor as Hansen hits the three. With that, we'll take a timeout as they check to the injured player.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to the Hive. Player that was hurt, it was good to see she walked off on her own power, now getting tended to by our trainer as the Yellow Jackets get another turnover. Back to that little discussion piece. I think even if you want to do just a substitute timeout, but the other team wants to take it, you can't say no if they're taking it.
And I agree with you, and that's what I'm going to ask. And you would see maybe some teams doing it out of spite. Like, you're going to call this timeout right now. We're going to take it. We're going to coach up our kids. And so interesting topic that as many years as I've been around basketball, it's the first time that it's been brought to my attention. And so that's kind of a good talking point here for some things we need to learn.
Rosenthal with the steal and the layup.
Yeah, again, it's unfortunate when you get a game that's out of hand like this, but again, a lot of ladies get to play, and they're continuing to work hard in their time to shine right here.
We'll have some more substitutions coming in. On the next whistle as Reed drives. Kunza now over the near side. Hansen was looking for a corner pass, not there. As they work the ball around the perimeter. Hansen to Rosenthal. I think they want to get Reed or Christensen a shot. Well, never mind. Rosenthal will drive and throw it up. Get fouled.
Yeah, again, I would agree with you. I thought that's what's going to happen, and now we're going to get a whole host of substitutions again. And, the Yellow Jackets, the ladies, they just keep rolling here as that free throw's off by Rosenthal. But they've got to be playing in such confident state right now, and that's fun to see when you play with no fear. It's amazing what can come out of what you're doing, and we're seeing that right now out of these Yellow Jackets as we go, as the second one is good.
Make sure to stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll have Steve Sanitation Player of the Game and more coming up. And our post-game show here brought to you by KLN Family Brands as we're back to action. Feed down low, Smith. And a three-pointer on its way. That one's good. Hitting the three-pointer was Zolkison. They work the ball around the perimeter of the Yellow Jackets. Here's Pilgrim with it now. Looking to drive Phillips. With a feed there for Bryn Freeland. Up top it goes to Daisy Carlson. She launches and hits.
Well, and one thing that stays consistent on a Coach Super's led team, doesn't matter who you're bringing in, is that was deep by Daisy Carlson, and no effort there and nothing but net.
Off the glass, good for Smith. 67-23. The Yellow Jackets working around again. Head fake by Freeland. Now up top, Pilgrim. Freeland now over to Pilgrim. She's looking to drive. It's to the floor. And the Lakers get the steal. Kyle Garn to Okeson, who likes to shoot the deep three. That's off the back iron. Rebound grab by Freeland. Throws it off Smith. By Phillips. Nice play by her. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. The clock continues to run as we've hit running time.
Smart play there, going out of bounds and doing some really nice things for the Yellow Jackets. And Jason, we've had our loaded up schedule here, and it's going to continue. We're going to have the boys game yet tonight on another stream. That I'm looking forward to that one. A top-ranked team coming into the Hive. Yellow Jacket boys looking to prove themselves worthy in this test, and you're going to see some serious size on the floor for both teams as we head into game number 2. It will be again on another stream.
Should be a fun one to see how the Yellow Jackets, respond after a couple of tough home losses, and now you're facing a Pequot Lakes team coming in, I believe at 9-1, only loss on the year to Caledonia. And their size and length is going to give the Yellow Jackets some fits.
Well, and I believe a 4-time entrant into the state tournament in a really good section that includes ESCO, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets in control. Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you. Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets in control of this one. Otter Tail power play of the game. I don't know if you can really name one, but I thought there was one that was a nice drive-in dish by Anderson that led into another drive by Kunza to a dish. I believe it was the hamburger for a 3. That one goes inside to Smith for 2. I think you know what's playing time on the first half, Lance.
Yep, I do. And I think you can just sum that up, Jason, with the Yellow Jackets moved the basketball really well tonight. And probably their ability to dribble, drive, and to kick and to find teammates, that's what changed this game along with their defense. So I agree with you. Nice look by the Yellow Jackets, and they continue to play really well. And we're heading into tournament time now, so it's a good time for them to be playing at the level that they're playing.
Well, and now here, when you look at, you mentioned tournament time, then another discussion topic to talk about is Carl Guard launches a 3. That's off the side of the iron. Smith there for the rebound. Now you go into a time where you hope the Lakers pick up some other wins against some tough opponents, especially when you mentioned that conference that they're in. The Central Lakes says Pilgrim is fouled as their record and contest will help bump up the Yellow Jackets throughout the way.
Yeah, the QRF has changed things a lot from the day when it was just coaches got together and they sat at a cafe and hashed it out as that free throw is good. And times change, and that's great. But I think you are correct. Any wins now by these Lakers are going to help the Yellow Jackets just because of where they're sitting and what divisions they're in, as that second one is good as well by Claire Pilgrim.
Greta Gillespie into the game for the Yellow Jackets. As Okeson launches, in and out, no good. Rebound, Christensen. Here's Carlson now. Pilgrim to the corner. Freeland up top. Christensen's going to stretch the floor and hit the three. Peyton Christensen, the three-pointer. And we got a timeout called by Detroit Lakes.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets in control. I'd like to thank all our sponsors who are making these broadcasts possible and your support of Yellow Jacket activities. We named our Honor Tail Power Play of the game in our KLM Friendly Brands postgame show. We'll have a Steve Sanitation's Player of the Game coming up. Three-pointer on its way. That's good. Nice play there as Sophia Karlgaard gets that one to go.
Well, we go back to a little bit of that discussion as the Yellow Jackets on offense here with Reed of the Section 8 AA, and we can hope for wins by the Lakers. The best thing the Yellow Jackets can do is keep doing what they're just doing and winning. Big games coming up, Jason, is Pelicans still on the schedule again, DGF, Thief River Falls. So it's going to be answered, I think, where you get seated right in these gymnasiums night after night for the Yellow Jackets, and if they keep playing like this, you got to think the sky's the limit.
Okeson with it. Knifes through the lane, can't get that to go. And it goes out of bounds, and held ball, excuse me.
Tomorrow we'll touch on this a little bit more as we get going. We've got Heart of the Lakes Conference wrestling here in the Hive, and we'll have two streams covering. We'll do some live, we'll have some look-ins, and all three of us, myself and Jason and Jesse Hine, will be on the call, and we, if you can't make it here, we sure would love for you to join us, as I think there's going to be some really good action. And as I started to do the research, there's at least 1 to 3 state-ranked wrestlers at every weight class, so the finals are going to be outstanding. So join along. We're going to stream as much as we possibly can, and we'll talk as much as we can possibly talk, and it should be a great evening of wrestling.
On the one stream, our main focus will be Yellow Jacket wrestlers as well as featured matches. Has a nice work inside by Okeson and also the championship matches. It will be a good day of wrestling here in the Hive tomorrow, and a preview of what should be another fun one coming up in February, the section championships here in the Hive as well. We're formulating plans for that, as everyone's going to sub. Neither team, the Lakers were out of timeouts. The officials doing this one on their own. That was a good move by this officiating crew, realizing the situation.
Yeah, that's an awesome job working of this officiating crew, and yeah, back to wrestling for just a little bit. We'll talk more, but should be fun. We should be on the air about 3:30ish maybe tomorrow, somewhere in there. We'll kind of lay out what the day is going to look like for us, and then we'll get right into wrestling action. So full couple weeks for us, Jason, as we've seemed like we've been here more than we've either been at our homes or at almost anything else, but it's good to do and be a part of Yellow Jacket athletics.
Hawk-Raber drives, floater, no good. Rebound, Yellow Jackets. They'll have to take one shot. Well, that one goes. Daisy Carlson making it rain with the high arcing shots. Gets that to go. She'll go to the free throw line. Brought to you by Horace Mann.
Got hammered on the elbow and the ball went up in the air, and she was going to the free throw line either way. Now a chance for the old school three-point play, and she swishes it.
Shot clock is off as the Lakers will bring the ball up court. Trailing, looking for a three. It's offline. Goes out of bounds. And we're going to take our time on this inbound and let the clock wind down. The Yellow Jackets improved to 14-2 overall. The Lakers fall to 3-8. We'll be back with our KLM Family Brands postgame show.
From the plains of North and South Dakota to the lakes of Minnesota, one remarkable creature thrives: the cold climate heat pump. It cools when it's hot, heats when it's not, and uses far less energy than traditional systems. Those who welcome one into their habitat enjoy year-round comfort, generous rebates, and bills that nearly hibernate. Cold climate heat pumps, cooling, heating, and saving all year. That's efficient comfort. Powered by Otter Tail Power Company.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
Since 1955, Esser Plumbing and Heating has been keeping homes and businesses comfortable across the Lakes area. From residential and commercial new construction to plumbing and HVAC service, our skilled technicians bring knowledge, experience, and a friendly smile to every job. When comfort matters, trust the team your neighbors have counted on for generations. Call 877-882-4822 or visit EsserPlumbingandHeating.com. Esser Plumbing and Heating. Trusted people, trusted service.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back to the KLM Family Brands post-game show. Yellow Jacket girls pick up a nice victory tonight as they earn a 75-28 victory over Detroit Lakes. Leading the way was Kaya Anderson with 20 points on the night. She is our Steve Sanitation Player of the game.
Yeah, and I think it goes, we talked about this, Jason, it goes, during the game we even talked about it, goes deeper than just points. She just does so many things, assists, rebounds, she's a good leader, and I think you just see that in the Yellow Jackets as her calm presence just makes them play really, really well. So nice job again tonight by Kai Anderson.
Yellow Jackets with the victory tonight, improved to 14-2 overall. Now they get ready for a road one where they'll take on the Holly Nuggets, a much improved Holly Nugget squad since we first saw them. They've been on a run of late now and moved their record to 10-5 overall.
Yeah, and there's some big games coming up for these Yellow Jackets. We kind of highlighted them earlier, and you're going to have to continue to elevate your play night in and night out. And again, you kind of relish the nights like tonight where everybody got in the game and the scorebook was filled by many, many people.
Thank you for tuning in. The KLM Friendly Brands postgame show will be back on a new stream for the Yellow Jackets and the Patriots here on the 549 Media Network.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here